One last thing I forgot to mention, guys. I want to issue a challenge to you both before next episode, which is why I was thinking of what the plan is for the future. As part of the please post just anything you can on Warhammer community site right now, on the 9th of the 9th of April, Achievement Unlocked was posted, which was a nice little different set of achieves you could achieve for your miniatures. So there's things like take a picture of your latest painted model and post it online with Warhammer community. Complete a scenic base, build and paint a kill team squad, all that kind of stuff. Can you kind of see where this challenge is going here?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So what I want, and whoever between the three of us is going to win this challenge, and we'll find out by next episode, is the person who can earn as many badges as possible in one photo.
Ooh.
So hold on. So in order to earn these badges, it has to be something that you have never had painted before.
No, this is purely for meme value at this point here. So
meme value? Yeah. Well, it's me. I've got all this crap.
So it says build and paint a kill team. Listen to the whole Warhammer audiobook while painting. But here's the thing. I want to see all of these things in one picture. So I need to see you building and painting a kill team while building and painting a piece of scenery, while listening to an audiobook, while reading an audiobook, while teaching someone how to paint.
I think so. What you need is a picture of me listening to an audiobook while painting one model, and everything else can be painted already.
No. So there's different things to do, but how you can earn the most badges.
It says build and paint a kill team. You don't earn the badge until after you've built and paint the kill team.
That's fair. So, I mean, I guess...
Same for the piece of scenery.
I mean,
Speaking of which, can I come over? Because all the scenery I painted is at your house.
No.
Tough shit, Dave. Fucking lose.
But I guess...
You know what? I will dig out the Thousand Suns Black Library game that I built and painted the scenery for, just to take that picture.
Oh, my God. But yeah, this is more kind of... in this one picture... the idea is that in this one picture, it must clearly demonstrate what you were doing. So stage it however you want to do it, but it has to look like you were building and painting a kill team, and it has to, you know what I mean here. So
I got monkey feet, John. I can hold paintbrushes with my feet. All right, I've got this. Jess will snap a picture. The audiobook will be up on the one screen. I'll probably be watching Duncan's Painting Academy just to support him.
You can be yelling at Cody.
And then I'll have the headset on so you can tell that I'm listening to it. I'll have my feet with two brushes, one each, on two different things that I'm painting while holding something else in my hand that I'm painting. Boom. Crushed it.
What a dick.
He's not mad. He's just surprised.
Who the hell do you think you are? Piss.
No imaginative intros, no fun whatsoever allowed officially here on Mob Rules. I am John, joined, of course, by...
And
yeah. And I had y'all muted. Yeah, so I don't have someone who frequently pointed the button, which still says mute. So in case you missed that, that's Dave and Danny. We're professional here. We enjoy it.
Come on. Let's not get crazy now.
That's true. Hey, let's dive right into games played. Oh, that's right. Yeah. That's a big zero there. Any of you guys dive into the digital stuff this past couple of weeks?
I have not. I don't know. It just doesn't appeal to me, but that's me. You know, like I'm all for people having fun and doing whatever they love. So
that is false. You are proven to hate America. Oh wait, no, you vetoed that.
Nope, I vetoed that. Back it up, big dog.
Yeah,
Dave had to forcibly, just so everybody remembers, Dave had to forcibly tell us to not let everybody know that he hates America.
That's right. Wait, what? No, that's not what I said.
So you do? No, I'm kidding. No, we're gonna stop. We're gonna stop.
I mean, you know,
it's spoiler alert here. I tried Tabletop Simulator again, and I now feel older than Dave. That's my new position on this show. As I completely fail. I think I got I tried setting up some stuff on the table, and I think I got like a Mauler Fiend stuck in a ruin, and then I was just like, fuck it. And I flipped the table, and the thing was still stuck there. Good times. Maybe I need like a Tabletop Simulator butler where I can watch over webcam of him playing on his computer and give strategy from afar. That's about as far as I can get with that there.
Yeah. I've been watching a couple games this week, and it seems fine. I need to download it, though. I don't have it yet.
No, you didn't give it a go? You all in? On...
Yeah. Well, it might scratch an itch that I have found no other way to scratch. So
you're jonesing right now. You're like
I am
a 5 or 6 game a week kind of guy, and all of a sudden nothing.
Yep. I don't know about 5 or 6 games a week. My 24-hour a week Warhammer habit.
Depends on the week, dude. There's
tournament
weeks every month where there's a tournament, which is 3 games. And then you at least play 2 games a week. So, yeah, no, I could see that.
I don't play 2 games a week. Maybe.
Oh, really?
On a good week, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and you haven't convinced Casey to learn, to help you with that. Be like, hey, I'll even let you take this Iron Hands army. I'll run my turns against it. It's fine.
Don't let you use the pre-fac Iron Hands army. Here, I've got Dave's army. Just use this. Anyone can use it.
I would be upset by that, but I have tasty cider, so I don't care.
Fair.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine. Yeah, it's be like that. I non-gaming wise or non-playing wise, I built a bunch of Malifaux, like shit ton of Malifaux.
Hell yeah.
I built all of my Titanicus stuff, and I'm starting to, and we threw up on our Facebook page today, my half-done knights, of which I have 15 assembled, and another 6 more to come, and just kind of trying to batch paint through those like those guys are a squad. When you got a group going, they go really quickly. Turns out like 11 millimeter scale Titans are very easy to paint.
Yeah.
My mat from Frontline came in. I ordered one of the Titanicus style mats. It really bugged me. The couple of games that I did play was on like a 40K scale city street thing, and it took away from it a little bit. Which I think even with Titanicus, it's so important to have that kind of narrative feel. And I don't feel it lends itself super well to like books under a cloth kind of look. But maybe that's the mini fake snob in me for my plastic Titans.
Yeah, you're pretty snobby because that's literally how I played Titanicus back in the day. So that and shoes. Shoes were amazing. High tops, hide those Titans perfectly.
Dave, we still have shoes. Those are still a thing. Or you're talking about in Warhammer.
I've evolved past needing shoes, John.
You've evolved past needing shoes. Evolved my foot in your ass.
He's
no.
traumatized himself.
Dave, I saw you painted a beautiful golden custody boy.
Yeah, because, with the narrative story off, my drive to paint anything is down. And so, like I was all gung-ho, and I was working hard on the demons, and I was working hard on the Marines, and I got to a point where I was just like, I'm never going to get to play these guys. I've made this entire army, and I'll never play them now. I mean, I will, but it feels like it won't be until, next the LVO at this point. I feel like
which LVO 2022. Let's make it, boys. I think that's gonna be the next one.
Yes,
most likely.
Seriously,
dude, I can't wait for LVO 2022. We're gonna crush it.
Fuck yeah!
So I think I might go to SoCal.
That's in October.
That might happen. Yeah, that could happen.
That could happen, but I'm not imagining that any events during the summer. And I'm sorry to anybody that's listening that thinks that there will be. I just don't see any happening.
And you shouldn't go.
Which makes me sad. Yeah. It makes me sad because I was looking forward to Midnight Sun.
Right?
I'm still hoping for Battlezone Ursa.
Yep. We lost our state GT. That was
our state championship.
Yeah.
Who won that last year? Who gets to be state champion for 2 years?
Abeyance.
Levi.
It's a gentleman called Abeyance. And then so we.
I see what you did.
Yeah, see, you like that?
Sorry, that joke took me a second. It went right over my head.
Danny, I don't. Please explain it to me.
It's very highbrow. Please explain, Danny. Jokes are always funnier if you explain them after the fact when no one got them.
That's why I want you to explain it.
Well, and maybe I misunderstood it, but you were just mispronouncing absence.
Oh yeah, well, you got to make that a name.
No. Did I do it? No, I didn't.
Oh, see, so you didn't even get it. You didn't even get it, Danny.
No, John is too fucking cool for me.
So smart.
So too cool for school over here.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Woo,
Quarantine has made John into something that none of us can compete with.
Yeah.
He's honed his mental acuity to
mispronounced words.
A rapier point.
His rapier-sharp internet wit is just crushing people right now.
Can I share something that legitimately pissed me off?
Nope.
On the Comp 40K Facebook page. See, this is like spiraling levels of shit in here. Don't call FAQs patches. This isn't a fucking video game. I don't know why. Someone was like, "Hey, are we all cool with like these like kind of the patches, the way they're coming out?" And I'm like, "Wait, it's not software. This isn't a patch."
You're kidding, right? You're not. You don't think seriously like that, right? No. Do you? Patches.
That's humor, right? Yeah. Like, well, FAQs are technically patches. I'm like, cool. Space Marines are technically mutant giants, but we don't call them that. We have names for things for a reason, people. Let's keep me sane in quarantine here.
At least not to their face.
That's fair. That's fair. I also started listening to The Great Work. The 40K.
Oh yeah, I want to read that.
40K/30K novel about Belisarius Cowell, who I know nothing of apart from like the initial fluff from when we read the Gathering Storm books. 3 years ago now. Geez.
Yeah,
long time ago. So kind of getting more into his head was super cool. Only like a couple of minor spoilers because I'm not very super far in. It was amazing. They described something like colonizing a planet using the story of Goldilocks and the Three Bears as a metaphor, which I thought was...
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was like, okay. Yeah, they're like,
this planet is just right.
Yep.
Too hot, too cold.
Too hot, too cold, just right. And they described that for like researching planets, and I'm like, geez, okay, with Dark Age of technology for sure, but we remember nursery rhymes. And then the other thing was them talking about like it flashes back to Call in the past, kind of before Primaris were made, and he was like in a Land Raider, and he says that he knows Arkan Land, he knows the guy who found the STC. He also knows that it really pisses him off that it's called a Land Raider, and he swears it's supposed to be called Lands Raider. Officially, that's what it should be calling. So I'm very happy to know that I'm consistently mispronouncing the name of something and irritating a bureaucrat somewhere. So yeah, it is Lands Raider, not a Land Raider. Lands is possessive.
And what about a land speeder? Does he not like that one either?
Well, he wasn't a big fan of the Peter part. Check it out, it's Lance Peter.
This is Lance Raider. This is Lance Peter.
I think we just came up with the two coaches for our fake 40K coaching service, Lance Raider and Lance Peter.
Guys, we should just quit now. This is as good as it's going to get tonight. So, thanks for tuning in, everyone.
11 minutes in, perfection achieved.
This has been Mob Rules. Thanks for joining us.
Dick joke.
Quality. So good. But yeah, have you been up to anything else there, Dave?
I've been working on my super secret project, and when I say super secret project, I mean I'm more than willing to share it with people who are not the judge of the contest, who is also continuously here listening and seeing all of our pictures. So I can't really share it anywhere. So I can't really talk about it because I need him to not know it's mine, because it'll affect his ability to properly judge, if you will.
All right. So I'm just going to start off listing things it's not. We'll do like 2 per episode until or so there. So it is not a Slaanesh demonette.
God damn it. All right, well, we're done here.
It is also not a Grey Knight Paladin.
Yes, it is neither of those two things.
Cool. Yeah.
Do I get 2 guesses too, or does Dave? Or just John?
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there's a limited amount of models in the game, guys.
No, I think the joke I'm going to prove over this course is there's literally thousands of models.
Dave, is it an orc boy with a choppa?
Ooh, classic.
No. Is it an orc boy with a shooter?
Not at this moment.
All right. Well, those are my guesses. I'm fucking stumped.
Yeah.
Danny, you're a chopper or a shooter boy?
If I had to choose which one I like better,
Let's shoot it.
I'm a shooter boy, dude.
Shoot all day, all night. Who needs an extra attack when you can have an extra bullet?
I could have told you that.
2 bullets, baby.
Yeah, I could have told you about that, Danny, without even, that's not even unique. I knew where Danny was going to go with that. I'm probably more
bad man through and through, baby.
I'm probably more of a Goth Choppa boy, to be honest.
Good Goth Choppa?
Yeah, which is weird because I really, suck at close combat. So,
injured like the opposite of what I would think of when I think Goth.
Yeah, close combat's one of those.
Well, quarantine has been pretty rough on me.
Dave busted out the black hair dye and the eyeliner,
and his pubes are majestic.
I've been listening to a lot of Depeche Mode. Yeah. I'm. That's about all I'm doing. Rather than painting white, now that I have white again, I've been painting gold. So
amazing. I'm sticking with the purple and the gold because you get that rhythm, Dan. And all my shit will be Emperor's Children until their rules aren't good. Danny, what have you been up to this past 2 weeks, or what feels like years?
Let's see. I've been my dog Fred's butler, so he's enjoyed that quite a lot.
His butt what?
Butler.
Oh, okay, lured.
Okay.
Not but like butt chauffeur. That kind of makes sense too.
Chauffeur.
I've been driving his ass around quite a bit.
Oh, that's right. Because Fred hates to go outside and walk. Loves car rides. Hates walking.
He loves to go in the car. So I've been doing that a lot. Let's see, I've been building models. I just built some Inceptors tonight that I've been had on the sprue for a super long time. Let's see. I painted up a test model for my Sisters of Battle Army, and I'm not sure if I like the color scheme or not. I may change the color scheme.
Did you show us that?
Yeah. What color scheme did you go for?
Yeah, I don't remember. I don't remember seeing that.
Oh, okay. It's not done, but it's metallic. So it's like metallic armor, white cloth, black hair.
Oh, you did. You put it in the Discord. I see it.
I did.
I'm opening
it. Right next to your picture.
Right. Hold on. I mean, I kind of like it, but
that's splendid. Was it a quick one to put together, or is it?
I mean, it looks like a dude because of the haircut, but yeah. The face.
Women can have short hair too, Dave.
Also,
they look like dudes. That's all I'm saying.
Why can't men be Sisters of Battle?
Yeah. Seriously.
I've always wanted to be a Sister of Battle myself. So I've been doing that.
Don't let your dreams be dreams, Danny.
I've been trying to figure out a good 40K list, but without the ability to actually play anything, it's been hard for me to want to commit the mental effort to list crafting.
I tried multiple times myself, mainly because I'm finding myself with more painted custodes and looking at it going, man, I could do this or I could do this. And it's like, no, supposed to be learning how to play chaos, not custodes.
Oh, it's super easy. So, you just let your opponent beat you 6 times out of 10.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah, that's 100%.
I'm not paying you $97 for that advice, John.
No, it's only 96.
No. Stimulus checks are rolling in. It was 1,197.
Oh man, that's the way to get your coaching service off the ground.
$1,200.
Undercut Nick by $1
Oh shit!
a month.
Okay, so legitimately.
Oh, you guys, $97 coaching? Let me tell you about my $96 coaching.
So I'm gonna legitimately, after this recording, go to our Patreon site, put a $96 level, and just copy paste Art of War, and be like a shit posting champ in small circles for like a month. It's gonna be great. And then
so what we can do is we can outsource that to Nick for $1, and we can get one subscription.
And then we're gonna subcontract coach.
Handle all our questions to it. It's perfect.
Oh, I would legitimate. Okay, let's go, Lex. Dude, and you said we topped 6 minutes
this out
ago.
of the podcast. This is too brilliant.
Other podcasts are going to steal this, Dangly Boys.
No,
And
sorry, we'll just subcontract that to a cheaper coaching service and make bank. We'll go to 3-phase wargaming.
We'll just go to nice to the game table. Oh man, fantastic! So yeah, besides thinking about getting my coaching service off,
watch out for that $98 tier, so we make a $1 profit.
I know that I was lax on getting back to you about that stuff, John. But did you put up that Patreon?
I will be doing it.
RPG on the Patreon.
Yeah, I'll be doing it this week here. I have got distracted the past 2 nights, but that's okay. It'll be up by the weekend. Sorry, boss. Sorry.
I'm just glad I'm not involved. I mean, I'm not. I wish I was involved in the recording process.
So talking to a couple of the guys who took
and the playing process.
Yeah. Talking to a couple of guys, I was like, well, I can add music, sound effects. How do you want to do it? But I think I'm just going to cut it up into bits because that's I think how it's going to best go for you guys as Danny continues to be the same character, and I think it's amazing because I know some of his history, and it is not good whatsoever.
Well, this character is way more honorable than I played him in the past.
Because he has to.
You use the same character, Danny?
Well, I mean, I used the same concept. I didn't actually use the exact same character.
No, it's the exact same. No, the one who helped my character.
Hold on. So before you were Danny McDevitt, and now you're Manny Dick Devitt. Is that what it is?
Okay, so first of all, that name is not sticking. That's terrible. I'm not going to be Danny Dick Devitt.
No, Manny Dick Devitt is the name of this character. Your first character is Danny McDevitt.
Dave, sometimes, man.
I'm just trying to throw it back to that good time of Maeve Meaton. All right, I'm just saying. Fair. Yeah. But the problem is that your last name already started with an M, so I had to swap it.
Devitt McDevitt face.
Fair.
Yeah. Manny McDevitt just sounds like your evil brother. Actually, I've met you before. He sounds like he would be your good brother.
Yeah, that's probably accurate.
Fair.
I am the evil one. I just hide my goatee in a regular beard.
You monster.
So yeah, we have our next role-playing session coming up on Friday. So, or had it on Friday. I don't know.
What?
It's sometime this week.
Yeah. Soon.
I was like, oh man, quarantine's getting to Danny. He recorded last Friday, but he thinks he's recording this next Friday. And
I don't even know. What day is today? Wednesday?
Yeah.
Who fucking knows?
Yeah, it is. It's Wednesday.
Is it Thursday?
It's currently Wednesday that we are recording, yes. Because all good podcasts record on a Wednesday.
And Dangly Boys.
And, whoa. And also Dangly Boys.
And I haven't been keeping up with our podcast partners, but has there been a new High Lords of Terra lately, or are they?
They usually do it once a month.
I was going to say I haven't seen a new High Lords in a little while, which makes me sad. And the guys from High Lords are all quiet on the internet right now. I feel like I'm not seeing anything from them, so it's got me a little worried. That they're in trouble zone because they're all in Southern California, right?
They are.
Yeah.
So thoughts and prayers, I guess, High Lords. Like this video for to support
like
High
this
Lords?
video to subscribe. Yeah.
Like and share. I don't know. That's all I got. What do you want from me? Quarantine's been rough.
NC40 Cabal has also recorded an episode, I believe.
Yeah, those guys I listen to, great stuff.
Yeah.
They're doing good stuff. They're doing good work. So at least somebody's carrying this crappy network.
So someone has to.
Because it sure as fuck is enough. So yeah, that's it for me. I'm now finished with my
with your stuff there. I'm excited.
I commissioned a dice bag for the reigning Slanesh champion Paul Winters, though he doesn't know about it yet, since he doesn't listen to this podcast because he has taste.
It's fair.
It's fair. I will. I'll be sending it to him because I was able to support Armored Wolf in their times of distress here, and also get something absolutely gorgeous created for a player that loves this particular thing. Honestly, I was hoping that I could talk to you guys, but then I forgot because I'm also lazy, just like the rest of us.
Very lazy.
Into having him come on and have him come on and play a Dave game that I was going to call Not My God, and would just ask him questions about nothing but not Slaanesh, since he's the king of Slaanesh. We'll just ask him all the questions about the 3 other powers and see if he can get the weird objective answers, and then send him the prize anyway, because that's how we roll. But I forgot to do that, and now we're recording. So hindsight, probably should have had this discussion before we started recording.
And I've got to get myself one of those Armored Wolf bags. They're really nice.
They're super really good. I might pick one up.
I'm going to message him about that.
Yeah.
I just don't know what army. I don't know what army to get.
The problem. Oh man, did you see the custode one that they did?
Yeah, that looked awesome.
I want to buy that, but then I would have to feel obligated to play custodes, which I'd be okay with. But at the same token, I mean, like, it was just some of the work that they've been doing is just absolutely amazing. And if John is nice in some way, shape, or form, he'll manage to put a link to their Etsy store that I will send him in this video, in this podcasting.
Yeah, it'll
upload?
Be not in the description because for some reason that stops it from going into iTunes.
Right.
But it will definitely go in our pushing things, and we'll make sure to put it on the Facebook page on all that other kind of stuff here. So if that's all everyone's been up to, we're going to go ahead and take a quick break, and we're going to be right back. Maybe. You've mastered the art of the Stanley. You've downloaded the ITC Battles app. You've loaded your dice to guarantee your charge. Now perfect your game with Mob Rules measuring accessories. Made of the finest acrylic and carrying the skill of the Danny, the tactics of the Dave, and something positive about John. Get yours now at hammerheadgames.net. And we're back. We're getting ready. We're gonna sit and watch the Astartes now that they're released longer than a 50-second teaser, which was parts 1 through 4, pretty much, with the expansive part 5, the meme-worthy part 5, and all that other kind of stuff. I haven't seen these yet. Actually, I haven't watched them at all.
This will be fun for you then.
Yeah. This is my first time going through it. And as we struggle for content as the weeks go on, we'll continue to watch fan-made stuff.
So then for any of our listeners that are listening at home on their home computers or anything like that, if you want to pull up Astartes, we're going to do a countdown for us to play it, because we tried to use technology to watch it all together from the same broadcast from John, and it failed terribly. We're going to do a 3, 2, 1 countdown, and when you hear play, you just say play. You'll be like, it's like you're sitting in the same room watching. I mean,
Please don't be
John's
in the same room
popcorn.
watching. That's very dangerous.
Unless you're sitting in a high back chair with a snifter of brandy, in which case it's perfectly natural. Just ask Sean Connery.
That's fine. We're just going.
So if y'all want to follow along, just make sure you pause and then restart until you hear our countdown, and then you can watch along with us.
There you go. Yeah. Well, isn't that fun and a unique thing doing? It's not like anyone has talked over stuff before.
You talk good, John.
We'll talk about riff tracks. It's fine.
I don't know that this warrants riff tracks.
We'll see. I'm sure it's great. But yeah, so just
it's gonna be fantastic.
Yeah. So I guess just
Danny, don't tell John, but I've secretly switched the link that I sent him with that of the Ultramarines movie.
Fucking sweet.
For the love of God, no.
Boys, this lockdown goes on much longer. Guess what we'll be doing?
I mean, we've threatened to do it several times, but for real.
We have people that want us to do it. So
we probably will. I think, honestly, my dream right now is we're going to do the Ultramarine movie, but I'm going to load up my soundboard with sound effects. And there's going to be like brother farting and stuff like that. I don't know. I just feel like a Space Marine turning into the... It just really appeals to me right now. I don't quite know why.
So the only problem with doing a riff track style thing of the Ultramarine movie is that we have to watch the Ultramarine movie once without doing the riff tracks. We can make down notes and then have to sit through it a second time.
Hey man, we're unscripted. We're unscripted.
We're unscripted.
Bro,
yeah.
You think we could just riff off the cuff? We'd probably kill ourselves. What, John? Didn't your wife make it 3 minutes before she was like, "I'm done"?
Yeah, but Danny and I have survived enough quality Nicolas Cage
watching
movies.
the Ultramarine movie, not the sex life.
Oh, sorry, I didn't let you finish your joke you set up so well for yourself.
Did we lose John?
I don't know.
I hope
not. But I don't see him broadcasting anything. But
no, I'm just saying that it was like,
oh man, that's gonna make me sad.
Yeah.
I see him, he's still there, but I don't see him broadcasting. Tell your wife to stop downloading so much porn, John.
Oh, did I get lost
it's
again?
Streamable now. There's no reason to skip your bandwidth.
Wait, streamable is bandwidth, you dumbass.
It uses way less than an actual download.
That's fair. All right.
Four-siders in tonight. Let's do this.
That's what.
Did you catch any of what we? Did you catch any of that?
Yeah, I heard it 100% perfectly, and it was recorded 100% perfectly.
Perfect.
Awesome.
Love it. Content.
Awesome.
Peak mob rules over here.
Peak.
Just when you thought it couldn't get any worse, Mob Rules is back.
All right. Yeah, 130
you ready
episodes
to watch
of
it for the first time, then?
Worse each time. Yeah. Okay. Let's go. So I'm gonna go in 3, 2, 1. Spacebar.
That meant play, right?
Yeah.
The Argosa uprisings have been checked. They were checked, like luggage.
Yeah.
So these guys are the Retributors. Is that their name?
Yeah, I believe so. That's the.
I think these are the. I think they're unnamed. An unnamed chapter for fear of.
It just said that they were the Retributors.
I'm getting
it was spelled wrong.
Getting a very Star Wars feel from these corridors.
They're way better lit than I thought the 41st millennium would be.
Quote unquote, my grimdark. Oh, are they going to halo onto the planet? They're going to
No. Nope, it's better than that. I don't even think they go to the planet.
Oh, cool. They're flying down. No, like when it opens up like that, it's like, oh shit, they're going to halo jump in like cool people.
So I don't know what those little pods are right there. They look like they're about to smash into rock.
They're from...
Maybe they're like real big servo skulls?
The Transporteris testicus.
Giant Tyranid servo skulls?
They're the comedy
Look,
character.
they're like intercepting missiles, dude.
Well, that's its whole point. Thud, boarding torpedoed.
That's pretty badass.
Oh, yeah, son.
Do you ever wonder if they hit like too thin apart and the boarding torpedo just goes like right out the other side?
That's what it
not
looked like.
A bad thing, though.
The first time I watched this, John, that was my thought. I was like, did they just go right through them? Seems silly. All right, I'm going to tell you right now that the gun sounds from the bolters, I'm actually really okay with. I feel like they felt really bolter-ish.
They're not super bassy, though.
Meanwhile, Destro...
Well, he looks completely trustworthy.
I mean, he's got to be.
With all those traitor guardsmen around.
Are they traitor guardsmen now, Danny? I mean...
I don't know.
Who knows? To attack.
It's all perspective.
They look like they have chaos symbols and stuff.
Oh shit, it's the Chevron Marines.
I think that's their designation.
Yeah. I do like the bolters doing exactly what they're supposed to do to humans, which is literally just melt them.
Explode. They turn into blood dust. Well, it's because they're
a sniper.
That is the biggest sniper caliber gun ever.
I like that it does literally nothing.
It looks like an autocannon.
I'm a sucker for that camera shot where it's like attached to like the gun, and that view remains stationary, and everything bobs behind it.
Oh yeah, no, this is amazing. Camera. That guy was just going for his lunch, dude. That's not cool. He didn't even know a battle was going on. He heard that there were chicken fingers for the first time in the cafeteria.
Yeah, that was like must have gotten hit by a bolt shell or something.
Shit.
You know?
Look at these guys just running away. It's good.
Ooh man, multi-laser.
Oh, against a Marine strength 3, really? Oh, plasma gun.
Well, no AP.
All right, that guy clearly did not overcharge that.
Man, okay.
And that was
not 12-inch range.
That's longer than 12. Oh,
How would you know, John?
Because I'm aware what's what I am not.
Dude, I am well aware of what is 3 times my length.
And 12 times my girth. Oh, refractor field for the win.
I think he's a psyker.
Yeah, pretty sure they're both psychers.
I sort of don't like that the bolters have like a ammo counter on the back of the gun.
Yeah, I mean that's unique. It's not something you'd normally see, but
Oh
you
man,
done fucked up now, Johnny.
Overheat.
Yeah, I think you guys are right. I think he is.
Just so we're clear, he had a bolter, or he had a plasma pistol and a bolt pistol.
Yeah, he's double
and
pistols.
a combat knife.
This is when like you find out the psycher is his father or something. It's like, oh. Man, his hatred is pure. Look at him go.
Oh, damn. Die. Ooh.
That's very anime style, that death.
Yeah. But absolutely and utterly amazingly animated, though.
Yeah.
Like the guy that did this, top cheers.
I know. I think we're in part 5.
So I think that was parts 1 through 4, right?
Yep.
No, that I think the fighting was actually maybe it was.
Yeah.
I thought the fighting was actually part of 5. I mean, we have the series queued up on a playlist, so it's not resetting and playing anything in between.
That's just a big green ball.
That's what she said.
Doom orb.
The Doom orb.
Little Inquisitor action.
With a little Rastafarian cables.
I'm really.
Oh, is he hooked up to it? I didn't think about that.
Well, that's stupid. I mean, that's like cliche 101 right there.
Yeah, he's hooked up.
Oh yeah,
to
he totally is. He's totally hooked up to this orb, which is what on his ship. It's on his ship.
Yeah, it's on the Marine ship, but you don't know that yet.
I mean, you do when the captain and the sergeant walk off the command bridge into the room.
Is that like Navigator or something? No, it's an Inquisitor.
It's an Inquisitor.
Yeah, it's an Inquisitor.
Excellent job with the footfalls. I didn't actually notice that the first time around.
Who's this piece of shit right here? Some green goblin. Oh no, that guy's huge.
I wonder if it's just a tan shard that's been like deactivated.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
Not really sure. I guess it would be possible. Those guys kind of, the Psychers did kind of look like they had some sort of Necron spine on their back.
Yeah, I don't know.
More balls. Animated.
Dude, these guys are more obsessed with balls than you, Dave.
I'm going to let you have that one, but I don't think it's accurate.
Thanks.
Also, whatever this thing is, that is huge speculation right now, John, by the way, as to what the hell it actually is.
Oh, really? It's a giant testicle.
Yeah, but it's a chaos testicle. So it's like the testicle from a greater demon, I think. Right?
The fourfold path, yeah.
It reminds me of the thing from the Fifth Element.
I'm just picturing like the
yeah, the evil spear. Yeah.
Summer of 1995 was the
water
hottest summer in
thing
years.
from Final Fantasy
I'm so this whole bit that they're doing here is very confusing to me.
I think it's like Ghostbusters, and like that's Gozer, and they have to just kind of cross streams. No, is it like melta bombs?
No.
If there's anything
No,
I know,
because every time.
if there's anything I know about Marines, just kind of showing up and sticking things into balls and then just staring at it isn't the way they go.
Oh, you get Sisters of Battle, actually.
I thought it was just orphans.
Ooh, wow. Way darker than I thought it would be. So you're an Inquisitor, so you probably got some Psyker ability.
Sure.
And your thought was you were going to connect to this old orb and psychically talk to this other orb, and there would be no repercussions. Like, this is some shit that Eisenhorn wouldn't do. Just saying. Raviter would try it. He's got no body.
He did not expect a group of Marines to go and stab the matching ball, like, far away.
Why would you not expect that?
I don't know. Maybe he does. Oh.
Johnny, get out of here. Okay. I'll check on the chicken fingers for lunch, boss. Now the super powerful Psyker Inquisitor is totally possessed.
Little Perils of the Warp action.
Yeah.
Oh, it's, you know, Imperial Healthcare.
Yeah.
That's what you call a death panel.
Mm.
Oh, is that Zinch?
I don't know.
No, Zeech isn't known for his gravity powers.
Magnets, bitch. I watch Breaking Bad.
Nobody even knows how that works.
Why did the Emperor magnetize my armor?
The final Primaris implant, of course, being the Magnet Primaris that just kind of covers the entire front.
When in doubt,
overcharge. Getting some strong Akira vibes.
I mean, I'm sure there's a lot that was drawn from other styles of shows. Now this guy's dark and lost inside the balls. but minus a hand. He had enough forethought to look at his hand.
So yeah, our white-clad warriors are stuck inside these chaos balls.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that wouldn't hurt at all, landing on your stump.
Well, it's already cauterized and changed and stuff.
Yeah.
No, that's the
He's probably pumping so many stims he doesn't even care.
Yeah. Well, someone give that man a hand.
Fuck you.
Are you proud of your work? Are
Yeah.
you proud of your work?
Yeah, super proud.
All right, keep watching though, John.
Okay. Sounds like me jogging at this point. Oh. Man, who the fuck takes Predators anymore?
Predators with autocannon? Nobody. Probably why it's been sucked into this ball.
Probably the Great Ball of Doom. Well, man, that was the start. we're going to take a quick break and then come back. Oh, stop watching the video if you're following along with us, because it should have stopped already for you.
Yeah, because if it didn't stop, you don't have an ad block.
Do you have a single wound? A standard bolt gun? Having trouble maintaining an acceptable Xenos kill count? Only barely over 2 meters tall? Maybe it's time to ask your lieutenant if the Rubicon Primaris is right for you. The Rubicon Primaris is a prescription process that helps you to update that tired look. You may notice an increase in your purging abilities after within 2 to 4 hours. You may experience loss of life, additional organs, and a points increase. Do not take the Rubicon if you plan on fitting into rhinos, drop pods, or other traditional vehicles. The Rubicon Primaris is not intended for second founding chapters. The Rubicon Primaris is for use on genetically enhanced super soldiers over the age of 800 only. You are encouraged to report negative side effects to your company's apothecary. The Rubicon Primaris. Because sometimes plot armor is just not enough.
Are we back?
We are back. Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
Recording still going and everything. Hey, Dave, remember the good old days whenever we would cut to an ad, we would have to sit and wait for 25 minutes while my board processed?
Depends how long. It depends entirely on how long we recorded for before that.
That's fair.
Oh, man, this segment was an hour long. All right, I'll see you tomorrow to record after the ad. I don't got that kind of time.
No one has that kind of time. So yeah, Astartes, fan-made project, telling the story of, I assume, some space marines attacking something heretical. What are your guys' thoughts?
Well, actually, John, Danny and I have seen it probably multiple times at this point, right, Danny?
Yeah, that's my third time, I think.
Yeah, so we want to hear your thoughts, actually, because we both, Danny, I can't, I don't want to speak for you. I'm going to. I don't want to, but I'm going to. Danny and I both loved it. It's great. So let's hear your thoughts.
No pressure.
Yeah.
It's a super good sizzle reel, I think is the best way I can describe it, right? There's a lot of cool stuff going on. A lot of sort of typical Marine stuff that I would expect, right? Like kind of that boarding action. Is very cool. A couple like the instantly spying heresy and just putting that guy down like a bitch was super cool. There's not a lot right now kind of connecting it together for me to have like a satisfying narrative. And I don't know if the plan is to kind of just do these little teasers, build interest, build, reserves of money so you can kind of do more and make it better and add more stuff in. But right now it's a little super disjointed for me to kind of follow along with. Like I can appreciate the technical prowess behind it, and the kind of the skill of the animation and the sound effects and the scoring and all that stuff is just really well done. But I'm just having a hard time following along, with what's happening there. Little too much, sizzle and not enough steak for me.
Yeah. I mean, he is one guy working on it. So
sure.
That is one of those things. Yeah, take into consideration the whole reason that hasn't just come flooding out with, a 45-minute story arc, but tiny little tidbits that we watch together in a 5-video arc, to make up 12 minutes. As far as 12 minutes go, it's pretty damn solid. I mean, it fits exactly what you would expect to see for the most part, up until the very end, at which point, like, I'm really confused what the hell the giant psychic ball is. What this stupid Inquisitor was doing, I'm like, well, that's just dumb. This is Smart Thoughts 101. Don't hook yourself into a defunct ball while a good ball's on another planet, a little bit away, and then try to engage it.
My question on that there, right? So every character up until the very end is masked in some way, right? So why isn't there the addition of some lines of dialogue that are kind of moving the story along, or maybe the Inquisitor is explaining what he's doing? Because the Hood's bowed, or the Marines are like, oh, he's trying to do yada yada to do the MacGuffin over here, or kind of just some kind of calm talk between the squad as they're going along. I understand kind of, and I've talked have you
played Space Marines? They don't need to have comm talk. They just, annihilate entire ships with 5 dudes, John. Come on.
Yeah. I mean, guys, it was just bolter porn.
They were clearly iron.
Yes.
They were clearly pre-nerf Iron Hand successor chapter. So
there was not a single tech priest near them. False, sir, false. But no, Danny,
and there's no dialogue. So, I mean, you have to kind of take it at face value, right? Instead of like trying to assign a narrative to it or something like that. Like, it is what it is. And like, for what it is, it's really good, but it's not like a feature length episode of even something, because there's just not enough like backstory or anything like that to have any kind of attachment to the characters or like be interested in what kind of storyline.
Yeah. I mean, for a little bit, I was excited about the Inquisitor until he died, which seems pretty standard for Inquisitors, actually, because they're not that tough.
It's a theme. That's a theme. I don't know how they keep them quite so replenished. But no, and it makes me want to go in and add dialogue. Just, I don't know. Fart jokes again still, but...
So I think part of one of the reasons there's no dialogue is because the creator might not have English as his first language.
That's fair. Fair.
Which, considering that a vast, like a much larger majority of people are English speaking that watch this, whether it be UK or the United States, or I don't know, what's that place that's next to us that prevents us from being contiguous United States?
Mexico.
I don't think it's Mexico, but if it is, let's have a survey.
Brazil.
Oh, man, I'd love to record an episode of Mob Rules in Brazil, especially during Carnival.
Mob Rules 2023 coming to you from Brazil's Carnival.
Please, multiple people sub for the coaching service.
Which actually is live on our Patreon right now. There is a Art of Coaching Services tier at $97.25. Please, no one subscribe to that. It is just a meme tier.
Please do not subscribe to it, because we will be required to subscribe to the Art of War coaching service just because.
No, it can
and
be
when
any.
We have to.
I didn't specify Art of War. I did a subtle jab in the title.
I think we should legit subscribe to Art of War. In fact, you know what? I kind of hope somebody does it now at this point. So we can subscribe to Art of War and tell Nick exactly what we're doing. And because we've given him $97, he will have to tell us.
No, yeah, Nick. Dave, we have to put you through a Danny filter before you can communicate there. The ceiling goes through. And I just constantly remind people that he got in front of me at a bar in Las Vegas once. I've
been in Nick's presence. I'm perfectly pleasant with him. This last LVO, I actually spoke to him quite a bit. He advised me to drop before day 2. So
when LVO returns in 2024, I'm excited to go up to Nick with my T-shirt, with like my very special, very funny T-shirt, which I spaced what the joke was going to be, but it was good. Oh yeah, the T-shirt that says, "Yeah, you cut in front of me in a bar line, you bastard, Nick Nunavut," and then it's just going to continue around the belly to get the full beauty of the name.
Just continue the joke all the way around the shirt, so as you walk past it with your arms raised, so that he can read it the way around to the backside. Yeah,
and that joke was so bad it deserves this. Yeah, there we go. Thank you.
Yep,
that was so good.
No.
But yeah, Danny, you're totally right in the fact it is just bolter porn. And I mean, I've read a bunch of Black Library novels that have a less narrative content and plot drive than 12 minutes of YouTube film does. And there was a lot of satisfying stuff in there.
Yeah, I think there really was. You know what? As far as narrative goes, like, I don't understand exactly what's happening, but I'm enjoying seeing really good animation. You know, this is quality animation which is why people like it so much. And it makes it so that you kind of want more, which is good, which is why he has, I don't know, something like 604,000 more followers than we do on YouTube, maybe something like that.
Just one or two. I think he has probably a little play button by this point.
I mean, he's no Phil the Glacial Geek. But
who is, though?
Luckily, nobody. I don't think the world could handle 2 Phil the Glacial Geeks. I'm going to be honest. Could you imagine if they were in the same place at the same time? It'd be like a woo-off. You'd hear one. It'd be like moose rutting. You just hear woo, and somebody else from the opposite side would answer woo, and then they'd slowly stalk towards each other and start slamming heads. No, that's not cool. I mean, until one guy's beard fell off.
Somewhere down in Texas, Oklahoma, Phil just sat right upright and was like, someone is infringing on my gimmick.
Yeah, and also wherever he is in his millions of dollars a mansion was Ric Flair also set upright.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Danny, what are some
But
of
he's
your
an asshole.
Phil is an asshole. Yeah,
No, I meant Danny, back me up on this one. You know full well Ric Flair's an asshole.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You mean the guy with 7 ex-wives, multiple alimonies, children across marriages, and was in rehab last year at 74 for drink and drug abuse as an asshole?
No, the Ric Flair knockoff impersonator that was at LVO 2 years ago.
I still think that was actually Ric Flair.
I think it might have been.
It probably was. He was not in a good place 2 years ago. Wonderful. Danny, so yeah, what are your favorite parts from the Astartes that's released so far?
Let's see. So first, number one, obviously, like it's been made into a meme, but the brutal killing of the Inquisitor was pretty amazing. Like the Space Marines just took no shit and just fucking cut that guy down like in a second, which was awesome.
Up. Yeah, they gave no fucks. They were like, "Oh, possessed, boom, dead."
Yep, there's no coming back.
And I freaking loved it because it came out of their reaction, while fully expected. Danny just came out of the blue how fast it was, and it just
I mean it was just like instantaneous, like up to that.
It kind of lets you know a little bit what the Custodes could have done to Crowl if they'd really wanted to in a second. You know what I mean? Because they're better than Space Marines. So.
Yeah.
That wasn't. I don't.
Oh man! And then
you know what? Fuck you, John. I'm going to get my autocannon Predator and drive away.
What the fuck
I
was
also
that?
kind of.
What's the sound of my autocannon Predator?
You don't even own an autocannon Predator.
I do own an autocannon Predator. I'm literally looking at it.
I don't believe you.
Who the fuck owns an autocannon Predator?
Guys that didn't understand the rules when they first came back to 40K.
I actually think autocannon Predators are fine, but that's neither here nor there. As far as the show, as far as the video goes, I also really enjoyed the scene where they're going down the hallway and the Space Marine just kind of casually steps aside from the crack rocket that shoots down the corridor. I thought that was pretty rad.
Yeah. So I'm big fans of like the uber powered sniper rifle just obliterating the wall and just like pinging off the Space Marine like a water pistol, to the fact they just ignored her and kind of kept going.
Yeah, I mean, there's some stuff. They probably should have lost a Space Marine along the way, especially probably to the multi-laser that opened up on them.
They lost 2 of them to the Psyker.
Yeah.
No, they didn't. It was only a 5-man squad.
How do you know that it was only a 5-man squad?
Maybe they combat squatted and got back together. Yeah. Are you saying all Space Marines are the same just because
you can't combat squad at 7, John? I mean, so you're implying there's only 5 guys that went in there. So you're saying there was 10 combat squad into 2 5-mans.
You don't know the transport capacity of a boarding torpedo in someone's fan fiction.
Dave, have you ever played Kill Team before?
Yeah, I have.
This is not a full game of 40K. Like, if we're going to put this in game terms.
We're going to put this in game terms.
Let's get it straight.
Well, let's change the title then. All right, this should be Kill Team Astartes then. So let people know. So they go in without any crazy expectations. I'm just saying. You know, you don't want to be disappointed when you watch something for free on YouTube.
Dave,
all right?
Have you played that weird Barnes & Noble Warhammer game, Necron Labyrinth Attack thingy?
I actually have played it.
Yeah, it's like that compared to 40K.
It's just like 40K, John. Have you played it?
No, it's sitting in my closet somewhere.
Well, then it's exactly like 40K, John.
But better. Right now. But better.
Yeah, but better because it's got Necrons in a labyrinth, John. Okay.
Said one guy who's never played 40K ever in his life.
I did enjoy also half of the meme part. I didn't so much enjoy the part where he just smashed the guy's face in with his skull. I enjoyed the part that his buddy didn't trust him enough to have killed him by smashing his skull in, and decided to just shoot him in the face a bunch too.
It's a necessary action, John. It's got to be done.
Just in case.
It's called a kill shot. It's a coup d'etat. Okay.
So fancy nowadays. So terrible. Dave, what did you enjoy from Astartes?
I liked that. I really, really liked the animation. I don't understand the story that's happening. He's telling a story, and a lot of people understand it. They know what it is. I don't know what it is. The spheres, I don't know what they are. So when Part 5 came out, and everybody was all at Twitter about it and just going absolutely nuts talking about it, I had no idea what was going on other than the dude with the plasma overcharge. Like I understood standard stuff, and like I would watch a feature-length movie done like this. You know what I mean? Especially if it was like, I don't know, world eaters on a bridge, maybe with like a female captain that was badass. I'd watch that. That would be awesome, But I don't understand what's happening, and now they're transported down to the planet. So I'm really confused.
Yeah.
But I really, really dig the animation. It's the best Space Marine animation I've ever seen since Dan Abnett's masterpiece, Ultramarine.
Which is just high quality animation all the way.
The only one.
Now I really want to do a riff track for that, John. I really do. I think we were pretty solid on this.
We will. We have time. Lots of time. And I actually own that movie too. Don't tell anyone.
So do I.
Oh, but did you get the special edition too with a comic?
No, I'm not stupid. I listened to the podcast that episode. Andy was like, "Don't buy the special edition." So it's fine.
Too real. Yeah, like I said I enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to see where it's going. Multiple Space Marine chapters looks like are coming in, so I believe the planet's probably important. Like I said, the boarding torpedo coming down was super cool in the fact that to me it showed kind of the how precise the calculations are, because they miss like a shitload of asteroids like very closely to just plow into the side of the ship. Yeah.
Well, depending on how he felt about animation, they could have just avoided the asteroids,
But then he wouldn't be able to show how hardcore they are. And just, this is like George Lucas Special Edition Star Wars. It's the real thing, not half the story that we're used to.
Now this is torpedoing! Sorry.
Great.
Oh, man.
Please go to commercial.
So now I'm actually going to go recut Astartes using young Anakin Skywalker's voice for all of the Marines' lines. And you guys have no one to blame for that, but Dave.
And that's how much time John has on his hands right now, guys.
Earl Hagen was a legend. In 1960, he whistled his way into Hollywood and into our hearts. Decades later, he made a comeback, lending those lustrous lips in the 1980s to such bands as the Scorpions, Guns N' Roses, and Pat Benatar. A half-century after his humble beginnings, he's at it again. This time without cumbersome musical accompaniment, he'll have you wetting your whistle and whistling along. His new album, Earl Whistles Disney, is sure to be a hit with all generations. Order now and receive a bonus album, Earl Whistles More Shit, a collection of previously unreleased material of Earl's favorite songs through the years. On this bonus album, he demonstrates his newly mastered technique of inward whistling. Order yours today on compact disc or double-length cassette. Also available at fine retailers such as Walgreens, CVS, and participating Sam Goody stores. Earl Whistles Disney. Buy it today.
Just for Danny, that is the wonderful whistling advert from NGC 40K, provided long ago. One of the few bits of original audio that survives and will always survive, no matter how much we're told people don't like it.
NGC 40K started doing a little bit more podcasting, actually.
Oh yeah, they're back in the game too. Lots of
apparently we have unlimited free time. You can podcast again.
That's right.
Who knew?
That's right. Though all three of us are actually essential, so our work week hasn't really changed at all. For me, I know Danny's has a little, I think. And Dave, you would do the work of 17 people. So 14 of your people were furloughed. 2 were fired, so it's just you.
Yep. I honestly wish we would fire everybody else that was there so that I could just get some peace and quiet for a change.
Keep drinking faster.
Make it faster. Drink, monkey, drink. So I guess what do you guys have planned for the next couple of kind of upcoming weeks here? Let's hold each other accountable.
Do we have to? I don't want to commit to anything.
I really should have had a cricket sound effect lined up here.
Yeah, I wish you had. I know Danny's going to keep doing stuff. At some point in time here in the future, I'm actually going to swing by Danny's house and make him throw me down a box of Alaris Terminators. I've been talking about it, but I honestly thought that we might be back to a little bit more normal at this point in time. And since we're not, I have to go steal from Danny's house. So it's either that or I'm going to have to pull some sort of daring raid with a grappling hook and climbing up his balcony and breaking into his house, and then giving Fred a cheeseburger so he stays quiet and doesn't rat me out. And then ransacking his house.
Bad move.
Just for listeners who are unaware, Danny lives on the ground floor, and Dave requires a grappling hook to get there.
I actually live on the third floor.
I was going to say, Danny lives on the third floor. Thank you very much.
Wait.
Danny lives on the third floor at...
Because it was a joke. Because it was a joke to make fun of your lack of physical prowess. Let me just...
Well, after this quarantine, nobody has any physical prowess. Except for listener Tony, who keeps
sending
us workouts that he's doing every day. This is the challenge, guys. Do this. And I look at it and I just start sweating reading it.
That's fair. Lots of unnecessary movement, which means any movement right now. I'm putting on my quarantine pants. And then that's...
Are those hammer pants?
Those, yeah, my quarantine pants are going to be quite loose and baggy. But personally, I'm going to keep on with my Titanica stuff. I'm going to try to get as much as that stuff done because it is little. It doesn't take very long when I'm motivated, and it looks pretty good from 3 feet away because it's tinier scale. So it looks even better.
You know what? It looks pretty good in the scale that you keep taking pictures at. I mean, you're not taking them 3 feet away.
Oh,
and they look pretty good.
They're zoomed in. It's like 10 feet away. Fooled you. But no, and I love the models. Those kits are so great. Like all of the Titanica stuff I've had a great time with. On top of that as well, I acquired a bunch of corn stuff from our friend Cody. So I'm going to try and go through that, make some repairs, and maybe even
Hey, you stay off my god, all right?
Well, I was looking
back off my god,
those,
buddy.
The little dudes riding the metal dudes. What are those guys called again? Blood Crushers?
Blood Crushers.
Those look so good. I'm like, I kind of want to do one. I'm kind of a real fan of the Demon Engine style paneling with all like the lines across it. But on top of that, I also want to get my Malifaux stuff done. And on top of that, I want to get Titanica stuff done. I thought I would have all of this time now that I'm in quarantine or like whatever. But like because my work schedule hasn't really changed at all, I'm very far behind on a lot of things.
I mean, you still have 2 days off, so...
It's fair. It's fair. And actually, I'm going to start taking 3 days off just because I can.
Which day? So I don't bother coming by that day?
Fridays. I'm going to take a 3-day week.
Because I've been by every day this week and haven't been able to get a hold of you yet. So.
Yeah, because I'm not a sucker. I'm not a sucker working where people can get to me.
I mean, I just wanted to high five you, John, across the face.
Can't.
With a 2x4.
It's socially distant.
I mean, I miss you. I miss you, buddy. It'll be an 8-foot long 2x4. We'll be fine. All right.
That's fine. Yeah. And I think we talked about it as well. Just not used to missing people. Like I was always kind of the person that was like, I don't need people. It is what it is. I got it. It's fine. It's cool. Now we're like, it's like we've gone from like renting out a movie theater when we're allowed to getting a function room at a hotel. And I don't know why like our friend group has turned into like a prom. But that's kind of where we're.
I swear to God, if I'm not the king though. Hell will happen. All right, I'm campaigning pretty hard.
I will fucking carry you so hard if you're a prom king for our group that it's not even funny.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm going to continue listening to the great work. I'm going to see if there's any other kind of Hans Christian Andersen references in that book there. Just kind of snuck in. And then that's about it. That's about Danny. What do you think you're going to be up to?
I don't know. I'm probably going to build some more models. I might paint some. I'm probably going to play some video games and watch some TV and work at home.
Yeah.
Yep.
Quality. Well, I think in the next couple of weeks, we'll be recording a track of the Ultramarine movie. So good job, guys. But
yeah,
but that won't be a general release. So
Nah, let's make that a general release. Let's let everybody enjoy that terror that is that.
I'm not dedicating that percentage of podcast episodes to the Ultramarine movie because that would be just too many.
We'd have to up our asking for the bandwidth to have another podcast where we just riff on the audio from that. And at this point, I think that's actually public domain, so we'd probably be safe to do something special like that. And by that I mean GW doesn't acknowledge that movie. So
their lawyers are working from home. We're safe.
We finally have the upper hand, boys.
I believe the phrase is "got 'em." Yeah, I'm going to read Watches of the Throne, Emperor's Legion.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's some other books coming out that I'm interested in, so I'm probably going to try to do a little bit of that. I think I'm going to try to definitely get more custodes done, just because for some reason I kind of enjoy painting gold. I don't know why. I find it very relaxing, whereas painting the white was stressful. The white on the armor for dudes.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to blend it up and get it to look just right. And if you screwed up even a little bit, it was like, well, this guy's ruined, throw him away. But with gold, it's an easy fix, I've noticed. Plus, in like a couple months, they're going to start talking about the Sisters of Silence, the Talons of the Emperor Psychic Awakening. So I'll have that to look forward to. Don't forget that today, if you're listening, obviously you've already watched the GW preview.
And can I just cut you off there, Dave? I'm just going to soapbox real quick about the GW preview that's happening 3 days.
You got to play that. Not if you don't play the. Not if you don't play the music.
Okay, give me a second.
You can cut me off when you play the music.
Okay.
I'm going to keep going otherwise.
Opinions. Don't be a fucking bitch about it. It's a company that's going to be closed down for 2 to 3 months. Who the fuck knows when release schedules will go back to normal? Don't be a little crybaby bitch because all you saw was the sprue for the bird AdMech things. That was it.
That's it.
Oh. Well, I figured. I mean, we have no idea what's going to be announced. We have no idea what's going to be there. The only thing I'm 100% sure of is someone is going to bitch about it. Like, literally, as it's happening. So, yeah, I figured I'd just cover our bases. Look at us recording, seeing the future.
Oh, no, it's me. I'm going to bitch about it.
Oh.
John, a quick question before we go anywhere.
Yeah.
I don't know how much you wanted to cut out. I have obviously as we're sitting at home playing games, right?
Yep.
They released that article a couple days ago, or maybe even a week ago at this point, where they talked about the games that they were all playing, like Adam Troke and the guy that looks exactly like me.
Oh, you mean Maeve Meaton? Who apparently
the guy that looks so much like me that my wife called me to say, why didn't you tell me you were going to be in the GW newsletter?
I also thought it was you when I first looked at it.
Yeah. That apparently is Eddie Eccles, who is one of the people that is in charge of distributing stuff. So be very careful what you say. As far as product goes, he was our contact and now he's above our contact. So if you could, say nice stuff about him, like how handsome he was and well-mannered and probably loved by the ladies, John. Go ahead.
I just figured it was like a monkey's paw kind of deal where he asked for one thing, but he has to look like you for the rest of his life.
Damn it.
Or some time travel.
It's a monkey's paw, John.
Or some time travel thing where like you like split realities and timelines and you traveled into the future and then grew up in Nottingham and then decided to be liaison for podcasts so you could help yourself out in the future. I just solved it. That's the only reason we get review copies. We're a terrible podcast. It's actually you.
I don't want to heap any abuse on this guy, Dave. I mean, he's had to go through his entire life looking like you, so I mean, it's gotta been really tough.
And then we could just be like, damn, Dave, why can't you look this good when we're in person? So it works out really well.
Man, they need either that or they need a better photographer because I'd be pissed if someone put that up of me.
Man, you ever
I think that was his wife, mom, girlfriend. Pick somebody that took that picture. I don't think they've got GW photographers going around each person's house while they're in quarantine taking photos.
It's an essential service.
No, but what I was getting to was that is they talked about what games they were playing, and we both talked about it. You've been playing some. It's Space Hulk or is it Deathwing?
Space Hulk Deathwing. If you want to be real
Space Hulk
technical
Deathwing.
about it.
And I've been playing some Blood Bowl, and Danny doesn't own a computer, so he hasn't been playing anything.
Total War.
Yeah, he has been playing a bunch of Total War. Every time I go on Steam,
there he is playing Total War.
There he is playing Total War.
I want to actually ask you, John, because you sit around at your work all day, not actually working. Do you have time for any mobile games? And if so, could you name like one or two that you've really enjoyed?
Oh, it's my sympathy because my community article got rejected.
So... it has. I mean, I don't know that it's been rejected. That's why I said one or two, and I was trying to be nice.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
But go ahead and just slam yourself into the table. You want to cut that part out?
Boosh.
Jesus. Self got him, I guess?
Got him. Well, okay. 1 hour 13. Jesus Christ, guys. The amount of editing I'm having to do in this episode now.
Don't edit that out. Just let it run. It works just fine.
Yeah, dude, just let it run.
Terrible.
That's good.
Well, I'm going to talk about ones I couldn't talk about because they're no longer available because I'm that hipstery. Doomwheel is the number one pooping game I've ever had on any device.
You know what? You said it was not available. I'm so glad I made sure I had it before we had the conversation about it not being available.
Yeah. Because like literally the day from us checking if you could still get it to the day of it releasing is like the day of it disappearing was like literally 12 hours, I think, difference from when it was. But it's such a good, stupid game, and it's real cool. Cell shaded animation. I do a lot of beta testing for apps from different companies, and there was a game.
La-di-da.
I know, but there was a game a while ago that I was testing for iOS called Speed Freaks, which is like an orc lane runner. And it has like a really similar graphical style. They don't make it anymore. It didn't come out of beta. But it had like a real similar graphical style and map thing. And it's so mindless and stupid. And I love it so much. So yeah, Doomwheel. You can't get it anymore.
Yeah, it's a nice side scroller racing thing. Where you're just trying to go as long as possible.
You just tap the screen to jump. That's it, man. It's real simple. It's like Flappy Rat. I love it so much.
You know what? For some reason, also, as I'm sitting here looking at Facebook, John, the David post that was recently posted in our AKW forums has come back up. I think I'm going to share it to the Mob Rules page.
Do it, you coward.
Yeah.
You won't. You probably will.
I will. Watch this.
Man, it's dangerous.
Literally just
when we're all remote and on our own computers.
Yeah, I can do this right now, homie. Boom, got him.
Boom.
So Doomwheel, amazing fun pooping game.
Yeah, if you can find it, get it. It's really good.
While away the hours ignoring your kids in the bathroom by being able to tell them that you're pooping at the same time and be like, "Daddy's pooping." Come on, little Skaven.
So good. You'll get that annoying red ring on your butt from sitting on the toilet seat too long. I don't know if you guys.
Yeah, that's what you. I'm sure that's what you got the red ring from, John.
No, red ring in my butt. Yeah, you guys are gross. Anyway, we're gonna be back in 2 weeks, and I don't have anything else to talk about. Dave, you have anything else you want to throw in there?
Nope, just that. Hopefully, maybe we'll see this article hit the light of day. If not, I'm actually just going to post it ourselves.
For sure.
You did a wonderful job writing this. And it deserves to see the light of day and not just my email folder.
Well, thank you, and it sure will. It sure will.
I saved it right next to definitely not porn, so it's fine.
Okay, good. Danny, what have you got to add in here? Awesome.
Yep.
Yep. Good.
All right. Awesome. Well, I guess on that note, I've been John.
I've been Dave.
I've been Danny.
See how I pulled it down there so you can go out?
That's good stuff.
Hey.